Facing record-breaking dry conditions across the West, the U.S. Forest Service announced it will aggressively put out wildfires this summer. As a result, the agency's use of good fire, the lower-intensity blazes that clear out overgrown forests, will also stop. With thousands of firefighting personnel battling extreme blazes, federal officials say no one can be spared for fire prevention work. But some fire scientists worry that the blanket rule takes away the most important tools foresters have to reduce future wildfire risk, even in parts of the country where it may be safe to use them. It's a tough decision, I think, because politically, there's a lot of pressure to put every single fire out, says Crystal Kolden, fire scientist at the University of California, Merced. The problem is that political pressure is not based on good science. Many extreme fires across the West are being fueled by overgrown forests, where dense vegetation has accumulated over a century of fire suppression. In recent years, the Forest Service has worked to reduce that risk by using fire proactively. The agency is now suspending the use of prescribed burns, where foresters set carefully controlled fires that remove brush and vegetation, but don't kill the mature trees. It's also suspending what's known as managed wildfires for resource benefit, where naturally caused fires are cautiously allowed to burn if they're in remote areas and don't pose a risk to people. We are in a triage mode, where our primary focus must be on fires that threaten communities and infrastructure, Forest Service Chief Randy Moore wrote in a letter announcing the change. When Western fire activity abates, we will resume using all the tools in our toolbox. The agency has faced growing pressure since the Tamarack Fire exploded south of Lake Tahoe, Calif. In July, destroying at least 14 homes. Sparked by lightning in high mountain wilderness, the Forest Service didn't send fire crews due to safety concerns over the remoteness of the location. After burning for more than a week, winds drove the fire into the town of Markleeville. While the Tamarack Fire was not considered a managed burn to benefit the ecosystem, California Governor Gavin Newsom called for a policy shift. We need your help to change the culture in terms of the suppression strategies, in this climate, literally and figuratively, to be more aggressive on these federal fires, Newsom told President Biden. The Biden administration responded quickly. We have to have more boots on the ground, U.S. Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack told Newsom last week. And I pledge to you and commit to you that will happen. Still, the suspension is raising flags for some forest ecologists who say, with millions of acres of forest overloaded with vegetation, the agency can't afford to fall farther behind on reducing fire risk in the West.